All right. Well, welcome back to another episode of Ugly Thirds here. Special episode, gentlemen, right?
A
Uh,
very special episode where we have an intervention with Shrems. I don't know if you realize that this is why we called you here, but we feel like you may have a problem. The amount of hot
Mayo.
wings that you've been eating has been a concern, and really the fact that you won't even try ranch is offensive. I'm sorry. We need to have this conversation.
This
First and foremost, Phil, don't say a word. First and foremost, I told you that in confidence. We'll start there. Second of all, I need to speak with you in a breakout room about that ranch comment. So, um, well, I'm on tilt. I don't know. You take it from
We'll
here.
switch over to Microsoft Teams. Phil, you want to meet me on Google Meets?
Oh my god. Okay.
Next on
Okay.
Ugly Thirds.
This conversation.
Okay.
No, I'm not doing this. I'm just going to go into it. This conversation is almost 20 years in the making, John, because we've been on the Washington Capitals for so long. And then your text came through today, and I was like, good heavens, they've done it.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Blue Cheese still. Yes, no, I agreed. Since 2007, they've had the same stinking look.
And it wasn't good. Like they went from like to not good. And then they stuck with not good and then introduced that W third, which was great, but then still had the not good. But now we're
And then they
here.
decided to drop that and keep the not good and play around reversing the retros.
And then we're at this point in time, which is honestly like I agreed with Phil on that. And
What?
Phil, you can or John, if you need to like mute that when we upload it, you can do that so he can't hold that above my head. But like I was expecting much worse.
Do we start with Washington first then? Like Phil, I'm sure you can skip ahead in the slide deck. There is a blank slide in the middle.
well, okay. Well, first of all, we have a titles. There we
Oh,
go.
and
Title.
oh,
All right, and then that's the magic.
you're not going to read it? No, you don't do your usual. Well, we just give up all sense of like structure in this.
If we don't do this fast enough, somebody else is going to steal our content. So we have to move quick. Post haste, Phil.
There we
Yes,
go.
post the haste.
Oh,
Um, I don't love it
I don't
because
hate
of
it.
that logo,
I
but
don't
I
hate it.
really like it.
Yeah, and you and I have talked about for the longest time, like you have a look from 1996, a very different time in sports logos and sports marketing. Like you have you have a completely different era that you're dipping back into, and that's dangerous because
Yes.
this is the time of the Wild Wing and the Burger King and the Pooh Bear. Like these things were acceptable in 1996, 1997. I don't know if they slap just quite as the same here, but this is great. And I'm gonna tell you my favorite part after you get done talking, John.
Oh no, I was just gonna say what's wrong with this jersey? Why does everyone hate this?
Because it's
Like,
a Steve Eminger jersey.
well, I mean, no one knows. Everyone thinks it's an Ovi jersey. I'm like, no, but like, what? Like this striping is great. This logo is great.
No,
Why?
it's a,
Why?
it's a shoulder patch. I mean,
Why copper and blue?
Why-
But
But like
not even like a regal blue. It's like cobalt.
there.
that jersey design just works. It works. And
Hmm.
no, they will just never. They never use it.
I mean,
Never, never.
we've talked about are they testing out a third to go to a potential new look?
Yeah, I
Um,
feel like this is a soft launch.
right, and they're big on rock the red. We've all been to a game, so they're not going to get rid of red in the main color scheme. So this is a good soft launch for a potential rebrand down the line here.
Yeah, I think that's fair. This could have been a whole lot worse.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
I love
Um,
that Capitals is nowhere on here. I love that we didn't write anything on this jersey.
It's on the well, except for the shoulder pad.
Yes, but what I'm talking about is like that hemline like that they had
oh
previous.
yeah.
I
There's
love that
more.
the text is gone, but for me, the best part about this, I love the shoulders. I love the white shoulders with that blue separation.
It really pops. It really, really pops. Phil, you want to go to the next
I-
couple
Yeah,
slides? Let's
that's
talk
nothing
through these.
bad. Um,
So now
Ugh,
you see it worn. I mean,
yes.
there's something about the unbalance of the logo, but like it doesn't break it.
No, I
It's the
really
opposite of
wish.
Carolina's problem. Like it's just going the other way. But like that actually that's what it is. They just need to flip it, and Americans reading left to right, like it'll go like that would probably fix it all. But you
Man,
know,
that captaincy next to the advertisement, ooh, that is brutal to look at.
oh,
That is
and it's
something.
really crush it in there.
it's not.
Hmm.
What was there? Because TikTok was just the away jersey.
Yeah.
And what was the
No, I'm
home
pretty sure
one?
they got a new sponsor. Like I think that's a thing.
Yeah, but the last year it was a different home, a different patch on both. The home was a
Yes.
different sponsor than the
Yes.
um. So, but anyways, yeah.
So they kept the font. There's nothing wrong with that font. It's a distinct font. I like it.
Yeah. I know you made mention of this in a previous video that may or may not have been released yet, but I really like what they're doing with the little hemline tags. I think that's a really nice touch for Fanatics.
I
It's not the dimples, but
I even
it's
I
Fanatics.
do have a close up 2 slides from now.
Nice.
Again, well, first off, the A being crushed in there, but like it's a good look.
Yeah, it really is.
and you know what? They could have put let me go back a slide. You could have, if you really wanted to, the ad would have fit by the tail, and you could have had the Sini over there without any problems. Like that would have worked. Could have lowered it just like 2 centimeters. It made it work. But no, you
I
have to cram it.
I think we're gonna have to see some kind of reckoning in hockey jerseys of the C's either move to sleeves or you start seeing fewer shoulder patches and more ad patches. Um, so you got the shoulder patch and you have the hem tag. Go ahead, Shrimps.
I mean, I love it. Like I really do. And you go back and watch all 600 plus videos in our catalog. I'm gonna go ahead and say 590 of them we've trashed the Washington Capitals look, like without a doubt. We always find a way to like sneak it in there. I don't dislike this.
Agreed. Fully agreed. I got
Yeah.
one more slide on this, just a little bit of comparison. Like this is how you move the ball forward. There's been a lot of talk with our seeding stripes bracket of teams that keep going back to old things, that hockey fans are so stuck on nostalgia. This is what I've been looking like. You take the old look and you make real improvements. The piping around the shoulders is a really good separation. You move the sleeves up from the cuffs to where you can actually see them around hockey gloves. The
Yeah.
bottom hem's the same. It's a much better logo than Capitals written out. And it's navy, which I mean, they've been leaning into that for like they modernized the color scheme.
Yeah,
It's
I think by making your horizontal hemline stripes and not that like vertical check mark thing that you got going on, you've completely changed the dynamic of this jersey. And I'm gonna go out on a limb and say they keep this as a third. If they go to that W, uh, that Adidas W that they had, one in white and then one in the navy blue that they had, you go from worst to first without a doubt.
I that yeah, that is one big thing. I really wish that W stuck around. Honestly, I'd take it over the shoulder patch because I think that's kind of wasted there. And it's if they it is busy, especially when it's itty bitty, and it was on the old ones too.
Yeah,
Um, I think that W with the angle for the Washington Monument, what a perfect shoulder patch, and then you could keep a third jersey based on this in navy.
yeah,
I think that's a miss, but I like this.
yeah. It like you said, it's a good start. We're trending in the right direction. We've we've put up with a lot in 18 years with these guys. So let's, let's
What
start
if
moving
Phil, I think you
forward.
can end sharing so we can discuss this.
what if you did a if you go with this and type of shoulder and do what with Florida and Boston, so you could do the Capitals for their home and then do the W for the thing for Washington on the road.
I mean,
It might be too different.
Like a separate home road and third jersey, like three different ones.
Well, it
I mean,
still have
it
like
sounds
I don't know. I'm just saying different patches for the away. I mean, if they want to start going the Carolina route, then
Oh,
do
patches.
different.
I got
Yeah,
you.
I'm saying for the
if it's just shoulder patches, sure. I mean, if this gets promoted, I think that'd be the time to do it. Like you just switch to the W on the shoulders full time.
Yep.
And make this the brand. Like that's the new brand. Okay, Screaming Eagles back. At least it's the right colors. We don't need to go back on
Yeah.
that. Um it's not my favorite look, but God, like what a breath of fresh air for the Capitals. The fact that
Yeah.
it's actually an improvement and new.
Or I mean, hear me out. You take the Screaming Eagle and red and white as your primary, and you do like a navy blue Capitol Dome third. Like you, if we're pitching back to ideas that we've had already,
Like
you
this.
there you have it. I un-90s-ify that a little bit. Um, but I think for the most part, like you have your look now. Like you have your color scheme, you have your look.
I will say one thing, and I thought of this after we'd already started, because it's not in the slide deck. We talked about a team rebranding in one of our very early news segments in the BCHL, the Cowichan Capitals. And well, that is there it goes.
Oh,
I mean, it's not the same, but those shoulders are what reminded me of like we are like, oh, hey, Washington, maybe you should do this. And here we are.
it makes all the difference. Like it is not just one giant red tapestry that you're wearing.
So, but look, I think this is a huge move. And for once, it's something new. Are there all these throwback elements? Yes, but they've put a spin on it. It's something new. It's refreshed. Thank you. I like
You're
it.
welcome. Oh, you were thanking them. Okay. Well, this is awkward now. What do we head to now? Detroit?
A little Detroit action.
Oh man. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Like I can't even. Like you've done nothing to change the look of your franchise for 100 years, and you show up and just knock it out of the park with the exact same thing, exact same logo, just a little bit different striping, but the little details in here just bonkers good.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Super exciting how much detail they fit into this while making it work. I love it.
Yeah. I if I were to spend the 450 to $500 on a Fanatics Authentic Premium, if I had to buy just one and get like everything to the on ice specs, it would be this one, like without a doubt. Like with all the features in on this jersey, like I would be willing to pay that kind of money for something like this.
I it doesn't look like much, but the video, the fuzziness on that nameplate. It's also interesting that Detroit every preseason has straight nameplates, and then once you've earned your place on the team, you get your radially arched. Because that's much harder to put together one of those names. So they're like,
Mm-hmm.
we're not putting that time in until you make the team. And every year there's like, no, we're not changing the jerseys. I think it's cool. Uh,
Yeah.
the striping detail we've seen before a number of times, but it is authentic to an era. Just fads exist now. You think of every like double blue and a roundel was everywhere 15 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm sure you could come up with some things now. Actually, that's a good thing in the comment. What are fads happening right now? This striping was a fad. We saw it in Chicago. We see it with New Jersey, both of which are throwbacks to the 20s, and the Detroit Falcons wore it as well, and that's where those stripes come from.
It's a nice little nod to your past in a way that isn't too much of a stretch. Like it fits the look well. They avoided the ones up by the neckline here, which I love that they didn't lean into that. Like I'm glad that would have been a step too far. That would have completely ruined this jersey. But like what a cool nod without necessarily destroying what you have.
And they did it already with this one, so there's really no need to dip back into
Sure,
that.
sure.
Well, and it with the different shoulder, well, not with the ad, with the shoulder patch, the striping I think would have taken away from the shoulder patch, which is a good patch. It's a shame it's on the shoulder and not somewhere else. Um,
You're talking about the ad for premium waist
yeah, I'm
display
not talking
frame,
about
obviously.
premium. I'm talking about the actual
Yeah.
100 patches on it. Um, Also, I mean, to me, the striping, I know it's a nod to the Falcons. It looks like tire mark tracks, which, Detroit City. I mean, it's not necessarily a good thought because you get run over by, but have tracks on you. But I mean, it kind of looks like tire tracks. That's what I was thinking a little bit. But anyways,
Motors.
Motor City.
This is a consistent thing.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
I I included the one on the right. That's my picture from the Hockey Hall of Fame on a Gordie Howe sweater. So this has legit pedigree to it.
They took their time with this. Like this was not rushed. This was so well researched and thought out. Like leather. I'm assuming it's leather. I did not see.
It's a fake leather, but
Faux
yes,
leather. Okay. But just like when Minnesota did the fake patches on the elbows for that one Winter Classic, like little things like that, and this included, just make this all the more special.
And they only have a captain one right now. I'm hoping they do this for the assistant captains too, because I already have a Larkin from the Stadium Series. I don't want another Larkin.
Phil
But
can't have two of the same player.
well, I think I have another one of Larkin, so I think I already have two of Larkin. I don't want three of a kind here. So I'm kind of hoping, just variety of life, right?
Ugh,
Life.
This tag's going to be on all of them, and you know what? In this sense, I like it.
I would not remove it, and I'm a stickler for those tags. I will leave that.
It's cool. And then of
Yeah,
course you see the Fanatics detail on the inside.
yeah.
Oh, the felt.
Yeah, you cannot go wrong. Like in every aspect, they nailed this jersey.
I don't love that the D is relegated here and the pants, but you know what? At least it's there.
At least it's there.
And in leather. There's your logo, Phil.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which we knew about like a month ago, right? We knew the logo before we actually knew the actual jersey itself.
which
Oh
is
man,
it's frustrating because of course I've ordered one already, right? And it does not come with a patch. None of them from
shut up.
None of them from NHL.com have this patch on it. Um,
Did you get the
I got
premium or premier?
whatever one, not the $400
Second
one.
tier? Second
Yeah,
tier?
Premium. You're talking the authentic pro. Phil got the premium.
I got the
They
premium,
put
yeah.
a premium on this.
And
Sorry, the authentic pro.
I
Hello.
and I could be wrong with the player one Excel. It's hard to tell because the picture doesn't have it. Some of the descriptions do, but I know we're going to talk about it. You can get them with the jersey if you buy it from Little Caesars, the team store.
I bet you
Well,
can.
as you get a hot and ready pizza, you just come out with a jersey too.
Which
No,
is
I
a
have a
shame.
slide on that, Phil. So if you
Yeah,
keep
I know.
going,
The patch is like that's
You
been
got
a
a hot and ready
frustrating
slot?
thing.
I thought I actually forgot that I kept the hemline tag in there because I also had it here. Yeah, no, I don't love that the D is relegated, but at least it's there. You got the ad patch on one shoulder. Meyer actually did a throwback logo for it, which, as much as I hate ads, I kind of enjoy that they're playing along.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
little bit of storytelling. I'll give that credit.
Yep,
I mean, this spread. First off, that logo. My God, that logo.
yep.
But when they in the video, they had a good angle on the sea. Look at the depth in there. Like that
Yeah,
C is embossed deep into the leather,
it really is.
which means you have to get a C or, I mean, if an A exists like this, yeah, I mean, how do you get anyone else? How do they sell anyone else?
Yeah, the authentic pro, like, and not the premium is what I was referring to before. Like the authentic pro, if I'm paying $500, I'm gonna get this because it's gonna have the felt, it's gonna have the patches, it's gonna have, that stitching. Like your this is probably one of the best we've seen in a long, long time.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, one person messaged me with jersey of the decade, which I'm like, I'm always hesitant to jump at that, but this is gonna be good.
Is there another
This
one?
jersey of the year sure looks like a lock.
Mhm.
Is there another one, or is that the? Oh, there we go.
No, so this was the best picture I got overall. There's a handful of other things. I mean, with the gloves in the brown leather is phenomenal.
Oh,
Um, it's a good look. They and here's the thing, they still look like the Detroit Red Wings. At a
yeah,
distance, you're not going to know, right?
yeah,
It's beautiful and it's detailed and it still looks like them.
yep, nailed it.
You haven't mentioned anything.
On
They
so
have the lace up. They don't have that
yes,
currently. So they have
that
the
is
lace up
the
collar.
only. I don't believe they, other than Winter Classics, I don't know that they've ever had a Lisa. They were one of the last teams. So here is my one beef. In the news stories, they're like, oh, pre-order on Detroit's website. And I went here and it's only vintage players. Well, it's mostly vintage players.
It's Kane.
4 pages of vintage players
I,
at
I,
those prices.
I don't want. And I know that we've had some comments on the channel about this, and it's your money, you do what you want with it. But Terry Sawchuk never wore this jersey. Nick Lidstrom never wore it. Like I get the vintageness of it, but no,
Agreed, first off.
no.
But because of that, I didn't order. And Phil comes home and goes, oh, I didn't order a Red Wings jersey yet. And I'm like, what? Yeah, they were on shop.nhl.com the entire time for 229. And then they were out of Larkins in 56 whenever I went to order. Uh, so I did get the Fanatics breakaway in an XL with a Larkin. We'll
Ooh,
get to
interesting.
look at. Phil got a blank 56. I think, what was it, the last one, Phil?
It said it was the last one, so we'll actually see if
So if you
that
didn't get a blank 56, come look at Phil. Leave your comments below. Um, I'm gonna hope that this pops up elsewhere, Dick's Sporting Goods or Shields or whatever. Um, or it's like Chicago and they make way too many and I end up getting one. Um,
I just
not
find
too
it
well, Chicago's Winter
fascinating
Classic. I'm thinking the
because
Winter
I
Classic.
I pre-ordered a Chicago one a month ago when it first came out for pre-order. Nothing yet, and these are ready to ship. So it's interesting which teams have had theirs made already and which ones have not.
Makes you wonder who put in those ideas when. How long has this been sitting on the boilerplate?
Sure.
I will have one last thing. So this is the first set of Detroit, like you go to NHLuniforms.com as I often do. This is the first slate of Detroit jerseys. Like until you get to the Red Wings, where that looks like the modern team. They don't have anything else to go with. They've
No.
done it all.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have to repeat or they're gonna have to remix from here on out because they've done it. Other than that, oh, it's a different font on Detroit across the chest. That's it. They've done it all.
This is the best they've ever put out. Like, nice.
In the video, these are in the background. While some of these sweaters exist, that Detroit Falcon sweater has never been sold. So
Not yet.
I'm curious if they're going to release this as a line of
Like
like
Montreal did.
sweaters to buy.
Fashion sweaters.
Right. I mean, like, they're authentic. I mean, like, I have enough authentic. Where's my Detroit sweater,
Was
actually?
there was that
Um,
line from Montreal, the whole bunch of them that were actually sweaters.
right. Right. Exactly.
But they were priced like
And they were like
150, 160
they went
bucks.
on sale at one point. They were in the good like I think I got mine for 60 something. One of them for 60 something.
They weren't
Yeah,
originally priced like that. Sure.
which like but I think the one with Detroit across the chest has been sold at some point, but definitely not with that tagging. It would have been CCM tagging, and I don't think it's Reebok Roger Edwards tagging. So I feel like something is in the pipeline for Detroit, and you might be able to buy these, which would be really cool.
And we talked about this when St. Louis came out because they had all that like off-brand branding, like the things that weren't necessarily the Blues logo, like like the trumpet or something like that. It seems like we're moving into the fashion line now.
Yeah, but these are all proper throwbacks. Like these existed. These were worn on ice.
Yeah. But like what some of the teams are starting to do, not necessarily just your traditional hat or t-shirt. Like you have things now that they're making and hopefully with good quality behind them that are a part of that fashion experience now. It reminds me of the starter fashion jerseys or the short run that Reebok did. But if this were to come to fruition, this is far better than those.
It gives you something new to buy. There's an inspiration to buy them, and it's cool history. Like,
yeah.
Is there another slide, or is that it?
I have one last thing that I saw as an ad, and I'm thinking if Detroit has a third jersey, like that sweater's not a bad thing to move forward with. I mean, you take Red Wings hockey off of it, but like, they've had Detroit on the center already, and just having the sleeve stripes on something more basic, I'd be interested.
Yeah.
I'd be intrigued.
Okay.
Or the Detroit script on that from the Stadium series, I'd be intrigued.
That's because you're original six super fan and everybody knows that.
Obviously, and no one loves the original six, which is why our finals are Montreal and Chicago.
That's script I can see coming. If they wanted to come and have a third jersey in the future, that script would be well done. I'm curious what it would be with white font on the red jersey.
Look, this is one of the best jersey drops we've ever seen. These two are both fantastic. Detroit is unbelievably good. Washington is doing all the right things. I mean, like as far as like good days for jerseys, this is a good day for jerseys.
It is. Agreed. There wasn't much that could have been changed, in my opinion, to make this better. I think we got it.
We'll see what's to come because Pittsburgh's supposed to be getting a new third. There's rumor of Dallas getting a new third. Oilers still hasn't been released yet, so we've got more jerseys down the pike coming out.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. We'll do this again sometime.
Fantastic. All right, well, there's the news. Phil,
Okay,
you buy
Phil.
both yet?
You can't buy Washingtons yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying. Like half of them, so Washington, Ottawa, and forget what was the last one. And Utah, because we know they're coming. They're all says click here so we be first to know. And I'm like, how do you not have these ready yet? Season starts in a month. I mean, Utah's have to be going. You think they would want to sell those before the season starts to have those jerseys in the seats.
You can only ask those Quebecers in the SP factory to work so hard, Phil. Sure. You go pull the extra shift in the jersey factory.
Well, and then
we have rights, Phil.
And good luck trying to order it from the actual team stores up in Canada because they won't ship to the United States right now. So
yeah.
So anyway, that's another episode, though.
There's another episode, and we're almost out of time. So,
oh my God,
am I supposed to do my spiel now?
Yeah, please do.
All right. Well, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Ring the bell so you get notifications when we post new videos, and come back for another episode of Ugly Thirds.
Wait, are you going to share the end ticket slide?
I don't have it.
Do I just get out of the way here?
I don't have it in the slide deck. I think you should just
hold it. I think
you should have a little poster and you just hold it.
Phil, end the meeting. Good heavens.
Oh God.